Well, it's been a couple of weeks since my last Payday 2 episode in my quest to beat the game without killing anyone, and I'm pleased to announce that right here and right now, and of course in the title of this video, that I'm back and finally finishing the series. The way I'll be playing and making these videos is by following the in-game storyline called Career. This is broken into 3 chapters, and this episode will be finishing chapter 1, the next video is going to cover everything in chapter 2, and chapter 3 will finish the series. And maybe, if you're lucky, I'll check out the heists that have been recently added. But before we begin, I'd like to announce that I'm changing a few rules. Rule 1. I cannot kill anyone using weapons, melee, nothing that earns me a number on the end of heist stats screen. I can use assets such as snipers, as I'm not technically killing anyone and it doesn't give me any killing statistics. I do not need to collect all loot, as a required amount is usually required just to finish the heist. And on a side note, I also have new mods installed such as Hotline Miami, which is a UI overhaul, so that's why the footage looks completely different to the originals. And before we begin, I'll quickly show my skills. These are the ones I'm using in the Loud build. In the Mastermind tree, Basic Combat Medic, Aced Quick Fix, Uppers and Inspire. Basic Forced Friendship, Aced Confident, Joker, Partners in Crime, Basic Hostage Taker for extra HP and very tough converted allies. For the Enforcer tree, I grabbed Basic Resilience, Die Hard, Transporter, and Shock and Awe. For the Technician tree, I got basic turret skills until I aced Jack of all trades, and aced Hardware Expert, Drill Sergeant, and Basic Kickstarter.
For the Ghost tree, aced Duck and Cover, Inner Pockets, Parkour, and Basic Sneaky Bastard, Basic Second Wind, Optical Illusions, and High Value Target. And finally, in Fugitive, I aced 9 lives for an extra down, and Basic Swan Song.
And for the Stealth build, in Mastermind I have Basic Forced Friendship, Joker, Confident, and Stockholm Syndrome. In Enforcer I have Basic Resilience, Transporter, Scavenger, Portable Saw, and aced Bullet Storm. In Technician I have Basic Third Law, Eco Sentry, aced Jack of all trades, aced Hardware Expert, Drill Sergeant, more Firepower, and Basic Kickstarter. In Ghost I have the entire Shinobi tree aced, Basic Duck and Cover, aced Inner Pockets and Parkour, Basic Second Wind, and aced Optical Illusions. And nothing in Fugitive. With all the fixed and new rules in place, new skills shown, and introduction out the way, we continue where we left off all those years ago. Vlad likes us, and he informs us of a job he needs us doing. Something special, something big. He has us breaking into the same warehouse I did in episode 2, but this time it's daytime. I'm instructed to find a vault and then place crowbars in it to make the vault overheat and open. Turns out the loot he has got me getting is nothing major, just nukes. As for the forklifts and the car on the map that I can use to transport the heavy loot, I can't use them because of the massive hitbox these vehicles have. I'm forced to walk the whole way to the drop-off, multiple times. But after some reassuring words from Vlad, we eventually secure the nukes, completing the heist with 0 kills.
You can leave that crazy Ivan with his nukes, or head back and grab more loot.
We fucking run this show.
Good work, my friends, good work. Can't wait to steal.
Next up is Aftershock. LA is hit by a massive earthquake, and Vlad calls us for protection, as he has some safes that are being transported. But the earthquake has other ideas, so after landing in a wrecked area of highway, I locate his trucks and secure the safes he has on board. Bane sends us some C4 and I use it to get a van, which I can use to move the safes. But just like Meltdown, I didn't want to risk accidentally killing someone, so I just moved them all. So after that, I hid like a man in a corner and let my allies do the killing for me, which allowed me to finish this heist with 0 kills. Next up was Nightclub. Vlad wants us to steal some money from a nightclub owned by his rival. I get let in cause we are class acts.
Whatever. You guys seem like class acts.
This heist is very RNG dependent, with having different camera spawns, if cameras even spawn at all, keycard spawning, manager spawning, guard placement, and the amount of guards spawned in. After failed attempt after failed attempt, I finally got lucky with the RNG and got good spawns, good placement of guards, and was even lucky enough to get the main loot on the first try. Then it was as simple as an escape, finishing this heist with another impressive 0 kills. Vlad then sends us on a special mission, a very special Christmas themed mission, Stealing Christmas. We enter a mall, physically assault Santa, and are tasked with finding presents that contain cocaine and throw them on the Christmas tree. But that isn't enough for Vlad, so he gets us to blow a hole in the mall's roof and steal a Christmas tree, because why not? So we attach the tree to the helicopter along with any loot and escape, finishing with 0 kills. Hector finally wants us to work with him, and the first heist he sends us on is a cocaine shipment. He wants us as security. Surely, nothing goes wrong. I start off in a van moving a lot of cocaine, and I get ambushed by the police. I sure hope that's a coincidence and doesn't mean we have a rat among us. I move the bags as Bane instructs and secure them for Hector. And as I bought the armored escape, I can get out of there quickly, finishing day 1 with 0 kills. Next up is day 2, boatload. I have to secure the bags again as the truck carrying the bags crashed, so I have to hold off the police and secure the bags again, but this time we successfully escape, finishing the first of Hector's heists with 0 kills.
Your escape helicopter is here. Try and
After the events of Watchdog, Bane comes to the conclusion that the cops knew about us transporting the cocaine and confirms that there is a rat. Hector also gives us a new job targeting his rivals, the Mendoza cartel, in his next heist, Firestarter. Day 1 starts with me moving the weapons to the van for extra moolah. After going up and down, these heists really feel like a bag moving simulator sometimes. Anyway, I finished day 1 with 0 kills. Day 2 is a bit more tough as Bane gets us to break into the FBI's branch office to steal their server, which has Mendoza intel on it. It's a pretty simple stealth heist, and once the server is secured, day 2 is over with 0 kills. Day 3 is another simple bank heist, so once the guards have been dominated and civilians have been tied up, also, due to a retexture mod I have, it makes the level look like this. Once the drill is set up, it's time for my favorite game, which is when I blink and the drill is finished. Wow, that's a very fun game. Then we burn the cartel's money because it's money made of blood, or, whatever blood money is. And Hector wants me to film it as his kink is money burning. Once all the money has been burned and Hector is satisfied, we escape and finish Firestarter with a staggering 0 kills. Hector still isn't done with the Mendoza cartel. We need info, and the only way to get that info is, I'll give you 5 seconds, take a guess. That's right, we need to cook some meth, and so we begin rats. I don my chef hat and approach day 1 cook-off, but cooking meth is bad, because it causes people to commit crimes, and one of those crimes is murder. And this is a passive playthrough, and I don't need blood on my hands. So I blow up the lab. Twitch comes to pick me up, and I make it to day 2 with another 0 kills. The Cobra Street gangs, who have the information we need, have set up a deal. Information for meth. But as I blew up the lab to prevent future deaths, we didn't have any meth to trade, so they burnt the information. That sucks. Oh well. Well, I guess we failed. Oh wait, we move on anyway, because there's no fail mechanics on this heist, so the whole meth mechanic doesn't even matter. Great programming. Well, day 2 was finished with 0 kills. Finally, on day 3, Bane has tracked the remaining Mendozas who are trying to flee the country and has us cut them off. I land and run near the bus, and then run back. That shows them. With that amazing gameplay, I finish Rats and Hector's heists with 0 kills. And with that, we finish the remaining heists of Chapter 1. I just want to quickly say thank you so much for making it to the end of this long-awaited video. I once again apologize for not finishing this series 3 years ago, but I really hope you enjoy this episode of Payday Passive. I just want to say that I appreciate all the comments, and I know it's taken a long time to get this episode out. It's been 3 years since the last upload, because I started making it in 2020 and now it's 2023. And I just want to say thank you so much for being supportive sending constantly comments on the older videos. It means the world that people are still looking out for this. And I just want to say I'm sorry for not getting it out sooner, but I've got a routine now, and these episodes will be coming out. This one, the one after, and obviously the one after that, and then we'll see about completing the other heists that came out more recently. But I just want to say thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.